had their tonsils out? Anybody? 13, 1 through 5. Now before the feast of the Passover, when Jesus knew that his hour had come to depart out of this world to the Father, having loved his own who were in the world, he loved them to the end. During supper, when the devil had already put it into the heart of Judas Iscariot, Simon's son, to betray him, Jesus, knowing that the Father had given all things into his hands, and that he had come from God and was going back to God, rose from supper. Jesus is getting ready to die for his disciples. And Jesus, in his last moment, in his last meal, he served. He decided to serve. Now, everyday service is a reflection of a servant's heart, in my opinion. And it's a group that I broke up to. It would be serving your mom, or serving your friends, or serving your teacher. It's something that as you go throughout your day, you look for opportunities to serve. Yeah. So when I got to school, my job, I was literally on, it was called the service team. And my job every day was to go out in full pads, and I don't know if you guys know these guys, they're big guys. They're huge, okay? I'm small. My job every day was to go out, and I would run the service team. I was going out every day, and literally, I was on the service team. I was serving these guys. I realized that God had such different plans in mind for my years at USC and my time as a football player. Having a lot of catches and having that glory of being a great football player would have been great. But he had a different plan in mind to proclaim his glory. And I kept thinking, why? Why, God? Why this? Why not the dream that I had in my head? Why a different plan? Anyone else know why we serve? What would be some reasons for us serving others, or being called to serve others? In the very first verse, he says, now before the feast of the Passover, when Jesus knew that his hour had come to depart out of this world to the Father, having loved his own who are in the world, he loved them to the end. And his last act of loving them, of pouring into them, was to serve them. Number one, we serve others because we love them. Matthew 25:40 talks about how when we serve the poor, when we do unto the least of these, we do to Christ. And so by serving your mom and your friends and your teachers, or by serving the poor, either one, you are serving Christ. And by serving Christ, you are showing Christ how much you love him. So if you guys don't take anything away from today, I want you to take away this. You guys, fall in love with Christ. Fall madly in love with Jesus.